like a sorority house, dude. If I get in one of these TikTok kids' houses,
You're gonna kill?
room to room, taking them.
You're gonna kill him.
I'm gonna have my way with them and probably execute these boys first chance I get.
Some of them are good kickboxers, dude.
Dude, that was making me laugh so hard when I found out that they would definitely just tune us up.
I mean,
like if you and me were like, yeah, you guys are fucking gay, just get the shit beat out of us.
You have to be if you're that hot.
Yeah,
You have.
Tanner. He's more tan. Equally
And
hot.
his name's Tanner.
I think. I think Tanner might surpass Taylor with an E. Taylor with an E.
Taylor.
That's a battle, dude.
Which one's
And
Tanner?
I think they all spawned from
about-
Logan Paul.
Are you talking about Tanner?
Probably. This all started from Logan Paul filming a Japanese dude that killed himself. And it's spawned the whole way. There's a curse in that suicide forest in Japan.
What?
It's like, you only have a hotter, gayer friends. And now there's just an army of the sexiest boys in one house dancing.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, honestly, what would in terms of like finding your son in a hot guy house? That's tough stuff,
God.
dude. You gotta keep your son and daughter off the pole.
Yeah.
Off the top, dude.
You have to.
You gotta keep your son and daughter off the
Dude,
top.
if my dad, if your dad catches you dancing,
Yeah. He dragged me out of that house by my feet, dude. He would he would seriously my dad would take issue with that
you had a cool earring.
for 6 hours.
You could have been a
Went to
TikToker.
piercing. I was trying to. I had a girlfriend at the time in high school who was like, "No, it'd be so cool. Trust me." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, definitely." I went home. My dad said he was gonna pull it out of my ear, so I was like, "Oh, I gotta take this out."
Yeah, I've met your dad. That would definitely be something. He'd be like, "What? What is this?"
He's like, "Oh, come here. I'll pull that thing out of your ear." And I was like, "All right, I'm taking it out." Threw it out.
You ever have any?
Dad won't let me be a hot guy TikToker.
He called me gay. He hit me with the kryptonite, and I was like, "No, I'm not."
Fucking dopers.
Dude,
What are they doing? What are you guys trying to
They're
figure
chatting. They're looking up hot guys.
out? Dude,
The whole
you
room's
guys-
been in. Dude, once you feast your eyes on these hot boys, it plagues the group. It's all I can think about.
Well, that's how they get
That's how the
formed.
virus passes on.
Exactly.
Started in the
Then
forest.
you're like, wait, there's not gonna be any pussy left for us. And then you're like, we have to form a hot guy group.
We have to start
And then
wearing
you go-
sweatpants.
And then the
showing our
Chinese
dicks.
Communist Party wins. That's how they're winning.
That's why, thank God, Trump's trying to shut this shit down.
Oh, he has to.
He probably saw a couple of those videos and was like, no.
The military's probably depleting. Everyone's probably deserting. And it's like, no, we should just be hot guys. Let's get out of here.
I'm done with these hot kids.
I think the algorithm found you. I think you hit just like the lowest level of success that like the pedophile algorithm's like, we can get him. We'll pull him.
True. It worked, dude.
You're on the spacey.
I
Express.
understand.
You just start
True.
pressuring dudes in pools.
True. Free Spacey. If this was the temptation Spacey was hit with. I wonder, dude.
Spacey did nothing wrong.
If you've nobody ever found wasn't he getting like a massage or was that Travolta?
Travolta got a massage.
Spacey was just getting it.
He grabbed a dick at a nightclub. Someone brought a 16-year-old boy into a nightclub, and I think Spacey grabbed his dick. He got Terry Crews at a nightclub.
Dude, think of a 16-year-old excited, be like, "This is gonna be fucking cool, man! I'm going to a nightclub for the first time." Like, Kevin Spacey comes out of nowhere, and grabs
Dude,
your dick.
Spacey.
You have 1 second to be like, "Is that Kevin Spacey?" Oh, you got me.
He just rings your bell. He's like, damn.
That was basically our Yoko Ono. Or Yoko. That was it ripped us apart.
That's what keeps all the boy bands from forming. They make their boy band and they flood the rest of the boys with porn, and it's hard to kind of get it together.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to be doing practice of lip sync and dancing. You're like, oh, let's watch Bust Motel.
Butts.
Whole band falls apart.
Butts Motel. It was a parody of the movie Psycho.
Did somebody
of
just
Bates Motel, it
did
was
somebody just put
Butts.
their dick in a shower when a lady was
No,
showering?
it was a dildo.
Oh, really?
The knife. Yeah.
Sick. Great.
How hard? Maybe I could ask my dad, but like in 1999, right? NSYNC debuts a video on TRL, and up to that point, I think the little girls were mostly getting turned on by like your Jonathan Taylor Thomases and shit like that. Like
KTT.
boys in
He was just in an episode of
Oshkosh
Smallville, by
clothes,
the way.
right?
Yeah.
So then,
Go ahead.
NSYNC just starts blowing up tween pussy, and you're sitting there, and just the TV in the living room is playing a new NSYNC video, and you look over, and your 12-year-old daughter just has like beads of sweat forming on her hairline.
Oh.
And you're just like, what? And your entire life is different from then
Dude,
on.
well, if you watch, so I saw, this was like 4 years ago. I watched, it was either NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, but like back in 2001. And it was like, if they had done that today, it would have got canceled because they like very openly and like without any sort of like, this is a little bit weird. They were dressed like exactly, like they like took mannequins in a store that would primarily deal with like clothes for black people and just like pulled them off, threw them like backwards FUBU jerseys on NSYNC when like white dudes didn't do that. They were just like, oh, we're gonna fully dress you guys like black dudes, have you do music that's primarily dominated by black dudes, and they were just fucking it.
That must have killed
And you're gonna-
112. 112
what I'm
must
saying.
have been furious.
It was like 112 boys, and they were just like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And they're like, "We'll just have white dudes." The Elvis thing, they did it again.
Why don't we do it like more marketable? Dude, that tween, like the Beatles had it. The fucking I remember. I don't know how true it is, but
The
in
Beatles
the
did the same
documentary-
thing. Do you know that?
Really?
The Beatles took
Well, they blues.
extremely black music and then sold it to white people in a country where they weren't buying the black version.
And then they Sergeant Peppered, and it was like, okay, now you guys are your own thing.
Now we're doing white stuff,
I mean, that was the next level.
and
shit.
then Jimi Hendrix appropriated that.
True.
Call it even.
Even Steven. Well, there was Elvis. I think Elvis was a pretty glaring example.
Yeah,
But-
but there was a thing. There was a documentary on the Rolling Stones, and they were talking about how the women would go so crazy that there were rivers of piss coming down the steps. Like there was that much.
Really?
The women just started squirting.
Women piss like scared animals. In the
Yeah,
wild.
like an excited dog.
No, how is it not talked about constantly? Everyone I know pisses their pants constantly.
Actually, did you ever like micro
True.
pee the bed? I micro peed the bed last night. When you let out your
With
first
your
stream, you go,
mouth
oh!
taped shut.
Wait,
Yeah.
you let out a full stream?
No, just like
Like a jolt.
I guess a jolt. Yeah, I was having a dream, dude. I had a fucking dream.
Like
Sorry.
when you're done peeing and you can jolt a couple times.
No,
You
it's,
jolt?
it's like the first jolt when you as soon as you zip and hit the toilet seat and let it go. Every time I'm awake, like when I'm about to pee and like when I'm sleeping, I usually almost do that and wake up, but I actually let out like a
Nice.
peed, came back in, just laid on it and shielded the spot from.
So you
Brittany
pissed in the
Hill
bed and then hit it?
Very little bit, yeah, very little bit. Pissed the bed.
Enough
dude.
that you were ashamed as an adult and hit it.
I had a dream last night that not all, but like probably a ton of my male relationships, the people in my life, were just like, "Fuck you, dude." Person after person in my dream, person after person was like, "Fuck you." You're a piece of shit. It's like ideological
It's
hothouse.
fucking insane,
Yeah,
bro. It really is.
It is. It's like,
and then, dude, you should hear because then there's ads for the other podcasts, and they're like, "This was brought to you by," and it's just another white dork with his nose stuffed,
yeah,
just being like, "Also, if you're having trouble sleeping, why don't you try Casper? It's a great mask." Like it's fucking,
yeah.
it's wild. You gotta listen to it.
Well, these are the people whose like families benefited directly from like NAFTA and like probably had slaves. Like they like had slaves. We're like, no, we didn't, and then we're like, let's sell out the labor force. So yeah, I mean, you feel pretty bad.
It's the whole thing's about. Well, it starts out about one school. It's about how white parents ruin public schools. That's
Really?
what the whole thing's about. White parents ruin public schools. That's the overall message, and it goes into how, which is like this. It tells a specific story about this one school. So I guess in New York, public schools, you get like drafted to public schools. Like you apply to public schools.
Really, not charter schools?
There's charter schools and public schools, but you have to like get to try to pick what public school you
Okay.
go to, kind of. And this one dude organized all the white parents from this middle school to go to this one, or this elementary school to go to this one middle school. He was like, if we all get together and demand that they have a French program, we can go here. It's empty. Nobody's going to this school. It was like half capacity.
So you wanted to wait? They
PO
found
POCs. But then this guy led like 20, 30 white kids to this school, all in one grade. But he was also a professional fundraiser, so he also raised like $100,000.
yeah.
Now they got mad because it was only going to like French programs and shit like that. Yeah.
So
Kind of what are you fucking?
he took a school. He basically almost made like a. He basically took a school with a bunch of other kind of rich white people and then used public funding to have like essentially like a private school kind of thing, or what?
Yeah, he just I don't know. It's not like he was totally like innocent or whatever, but it was still like
He
I don't know. There was just certain parts where
They made like an Aryan Brotherhood for a school, like as a prison gang.
Yeah,
Like, let's just squat up. Let's get numbers.
all go together,
Let's
and then
get numbers.
it was just like she was holding white people accountable for shit that she would never hold people of color accountable for.
Mm-hmm.
She would be like, the white people didn't want to be. They were afraid that their kids would be bullied if they were the only white kid in class.
Wait, so when
And
did
then-
the
Well,
school
Well,
get
they
ruined?
would have been, but yeah, go ahead.
How did they?
Yeah, of course they would.
'Cause it sounds great so far. When does it get ruined?
I don't know. I haven't really gotten that far yet. It's usually in like parent-teacher meetings, which she goes to and records, and it's usually like women of color arguing with like a guy named like Randy, who's like, we just raised this one. It's like, you are not part of the parent-teacher group. That money should be for all of us. He's like, well, actually, it's personal, private money. It's great. It's fun to listen to.
Well, dude, I mean, who of them would go to like the Philadelphia school district and just be like, all right, Chip, get in there. That's why Philadelphia schools are at a standstill. Nobody's pulling the trigger. Everyone has a house here, and then as soon as it's typically a lot of times, as soon as it's Philadelphia school time, they go like, let's get the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Everybody does it, but it's like, dude,
Well, that's what it's about. That's
go to Philadelphia public
I'd
school.
rather
It's a fucking nightmare.
I'd rather send my sons and daughter to a TikTok house than a Philadelphia public school.
because they are a nightmare, dude.
And but also again, she holds them like the white people accountable for shit she would never. Like she was like, and then this was a meeting for parent.
I didn't think about cool, but I was like, I need a win. I need a
Okay.
double.
All right,
win.
that's pretty sick.
All I had was making the older kids
That makes
laugh
sense because
by
then
embarrassing myself.
dorks would get mad when you cheat off them.
Yeah,
I would go
it's
in
really
and
hard to
off
cheat
them,
on the
and
cat test, dude. I used to
dorks
try
were
it.
mean.
It's difficult.
No, I just mean in general. There would always be dorks that would get upset if you like started cheating on their.
What kind of cheater were you? Like an eye hustler?
I'm a full fucking.
I'm an eye hustler.
What is
yeah.
that? Let me see.
I made cheat sheets very rarely. A lot of times I'd make
Yeah.
a cheat sheet and I wouldn't even be able to bust it out. I'd be so nervous.
Absolute eye hustler.
Yeah, it's a big.
And to the point where I thought I was really good at it. That's funny about cheating. I thought I was like, psh, I can read patterns. I'm so good at getting patterns right on standardized tests.
All it takes is the first time you do it and don't get caught, you're like, I might be the best at this ever.
Yeah, this is all you have to do.
Yeah, I remember the first. Do you remember the first time you cheated on a test?
I do.
I remember mine.
don't.
Mine was a reading class that I was. We had like trailers. So we had a school, like a little Catholic school. Then they just started like adding different trailers. We had like a reading trailer, a library trailer, the nurse trailer. Nurse trailer was fucking sick. But I would go to a reading trailer for class and would sit there where we did computers. And I remember just being like, fuck, I think I missed that part of the story and being like, I wonder if she knows. And I looked over and I was like, she seems pretty confident and copied. And I was like, it's awesome. I was like, oh, that's good to know. I can just do that. I remember being little and being like, well, it's good to know I got some backups.
Yeah. That is nice. When was your first cheating?
So all through 8th grade, I was in Catholic school and I was a good boy, dude, super smart. But then my mom got addicted to pills and I turned. Fuck. And so after 8th grade, we couldn't afford Catholic school anymore. So they were about to feed me to the Philadelphia public school system.
You started.
And I lived in fucking Kensington. So it was like,
yeah, you were fighting for your life, dude.
well, so I took the standardized testing that year and ended up getting into a magnet school in Northeast Philly.
Damn.
I was like, holy shit, I'm saved. And then again, obviously my life fell apart. So then I start 9th grade. And the first English test I have, I was like, I can't do this, dude. I'm not gonna be able to fucking keep up. And I looked over, and I'll never forget this fucking girl's face. And I looked at her test for like one answer, and she went, "Could you not look at my answers?"
Bitch. They're the worst.
And so I never, cheating never caught on with me. I ended up just doing bad.
See, dude, the funniest thing, I was in 2nd grade. I remember just being like, oh, sweet. I was just a piece of shit.
Yeah, I think I cheated on some spelling tests back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember this one kid fainted during a finals in high school, and I just took this dork's test. A kid fainted. So there was medical attention on that kid. So I stole this kid's test, and he was like, "No." Like, he was literally like saying no, and I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up!" And just like every single exact same answer.
The best Catholic school hack was to just, if you were like a sick day for the test, let someone else take the test, get the grades back, write down the answers.
We've had this conversation.
Then you took it out in the hallway.
Yes.
And you were just like,
dude, we've had this conversation.
Yeah, fucking rules.
Algebra, I had a teacher that would give you multiple choice algebra, same tests to both classes. Mm-hmm. So there was kids in the first class that would just type it in their calculator, what every single answer was, and then give you the calculator.
Yep.
My average in the class was like a 98. Like I was killing this class. And I think I was already committed to Army, so this teacher thought I was like the real deal. He was like, this guy's going to be a fucking general. He's 98%. He's the captain of the football team. This guy's incredible. And then it was a recruiting thing. I missed the class because I had to go talk to like a coach or something. And then came back and he was like, oh, here's a makeup test. And it wasn't multiple choice. It was just show the math.